Hey guys, welcome to the Prepping Preacher. Man, I'm so glad you're here. I hope that you're having a truly blessed day. Hey, we're going to be looking at something real important with all the news and stuff going on. We're going to be looking at food shortages, rationing, and price increases. So stay tuned. Welcome to the Prepping Preacher. Hey, if this is your first time with us, man, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. Hey, again, leave us a comment down there. But guys, we're going to be talking about something that's really going on right now, and it's subliminal how it's coming through. But and they're not putting a lot of press on it. But I'm starting to see more and more news articles on the internet and also on the TV with the mainstream media. There is a pricing increase going on. They've reported May's consumer price index is up 5%. That means from May 2020 to May 2021, that on an average consumer pricing of different items they look at have gone up 5%. Well, that's a lie to me. They're tricking the numbers on us. Just the gas prices alone, I checked it back in May of 2020, and I've got some receipts. The average price was about $2.17 a gallon. The average price in May was $2.93. It's up over that now in a lot of places, but that's a 35% increase, not a 5% over a year's time. And I'll put a chart up here that'll show you. They're saying the government has put out that bacon is up 14% in the last year, bread's up 7%, milk's up 8%. They're saying gas is 33%. They're not far off there. I'm at 35%. Electricity is 4%. Okay, so everything's going up. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because I saw a major increase in some items that we buy for prep. And I joke, I call it Biden's beef because it's good for 5 years. It's a keystone beef and pork and chicken that we buy. That is 28. Actually, more economical to buy this beef right now than it is to buy the fresh. And you got a 5-year shelf life on this stuff. So, man, it's like putting money in the bank. But I noticed that we'd been buying this, and it had gone up from $6.84. I'm buying it from the big box store, that blue store. You know what I'm talking about. At $6.84 a can. And if you buy $35, you get free shipping. So that was saving me there. Well, it went up from last month, or about a month and a half ago, from $6.84 to $7.74. That's a 16% increase. So see, this is so vital that you need to get this, especially if you're prepping, trying to take care of your family and trying to save money. This is like making 15% on your money, and that's just at current prices right now. No telling what it'll be in a year or two, because I'm telling you, there's article after article coming out that our supply is hurt. Now, COVID is that China virus has shut us down on a lot of things. And now people are getting back, but restaurants are short. I understand Wingstop is now Thigh Stop. Boy, that gives a whole new meaning, doesn't it? But because chicken wings, they're having a shortage of chicken wings. I saw where some of the restaurants were short on roast beef and different items, and they weren't putting it out there on the menu. Read one article where a restaurateur was not even going to put steak on his menu right now because he couldn't feel right charging $50 for a simple steak dinner. So, and I've seen it going up in just different things, but that really caught my attention. So the price increases are going up right now as far as it goes. So preps, you need to get them now. Now you can see I went through the stores, and I'll put this up here on the side. I went through the stores here and was looking at different how much was stocked. A lot of it was just pulled up to the front, but they had items. Matter of fact, they had this beef at our little, or excuse me, that's the pork. Our beef in our store, and but you'll see all the way through it that there's pretty much, the shelves are getting stocked. And so I saw an article that come out, I believe it was PMSNBC that put it out that said that stores are ordering more right now because there's a price increase coming. But it also said in that same article, only 80% of them are being filled. Another article I read stating that right now that it used to be $7,000 roughly a truckload from coast to coast has gone to about $12,000. See, that's that cost of diesel that's getting everybody. And they're trying to tell us, well, there's a truck driver shortage. Did they all die with the China virus? I don't know. Not come back to work. I don't know what the problem is, but they're saying that there's not enough truck drivers out there. But we got rail too, so you got to remember rail moves a lot of freight too. So something isn't adding up. Then another article that just popped out in the last day or two is that there's a drought out west, and for my congregation that's out there, God bless you, and I hope you make it through that. It's going to be rough. I hope it's not a dust bowl. But they're saying that a lot of the ranchers are selling off all their cattle. They're selling off the herds. Not just the feeders now, they're selling off the mamas, the producers of the calves. Well, if you've never been around cows or never been in farming, it takes you about 2 years to get that calf ready, fed up for market. So if they're selling them off now, what do we got 2 years from now? You know, where are our prices going to be? Where is the supply going to be? Because right now the demand is really eating it up because everybody's going back to restaurants and everybody's starting to buy again pre-China virus. So, you know, better than they were in the China virus. So there's not going to be a lot left. And when we already see an increase on this, that kind of surprises me. Now, I say there's a price increase. I say there's food shortages. There will be if there's not already in your area. And if there is, let me know in the comments there so that everybody else can know it. Because, man, I learned from you guys. I love the comments. Thank you. But now rationing. Now that a lot of people don't know what that is. If you're, if you were around in World War II, you knew what it was. Or if you ended up in Europe sometime with the military, you knew what rationing was. But rationing means that they're only allowing you to buy certain things. Now, it was set up back then by the government, but it's being set up by the big businesses, and I'm going to explain. I had ordered some Keystone in the last few months, ordering 5-10 cans at a time to put back. And now I'm going to show you here, Walmart will only allow me to buy 2 of the shredded beef, where I could buy more than that before. So the price has increased, plus they're limiting now. So it's coming down the pike, guys. It's going to happen with other things. I don't believe that consumer price index of 5%. I don't believe that's happening. I think it's more. So, and we're going to see even more of that as it's going on. So I'm telling you, man, you need to get to the stores now and start buying. They can call it hoarding or whatever, but I'm calling it preparing for the hard times. Well, you can see, like I said earlier, our stores have quite a bit on the shelves right now, more than they've had. And this is a small Walmart. It's not a huge one in our area, and Walmart's not the only store. I mean, you can hit Maynard's or Kroger or whoever it may be. Walmart's the one where I found the Keystone at. And I looked on the Keystone website to get that beef in those cans. With the shipping, it was going to cost me about $10 a can, so I'm still saving money. All right. Now, and I did an experiment with the Keystone ground beef, and I'm going to show you this here. I've tried out a few of the different meats that they've got. And before I even started buying in any kind of size, again, store what you eat what you store. But I was impressed, and I'm going to tell you, this was kind of a controlled experiment that I did with the ground beef, and it really, really surprised me. So here is the can. I love it. You'll see here that there's only 2 ingredients in the whole thing, and that's beef and sea salt. No others. And when you read on their website, they cook it in the can. They've been around about 60 years. They're out of, I believe, Lima, Ohio. Family business is what it says on their website. And guys, so the ground beef, now you'll see here, when you open it up, You see the grease congealed up on top. Well, it's cooked in the can, so there's going to be grease in this thing. So I thought, okay, it said 28 ounces net. So let's see what we've got when we cook it down. Now, as we cooked it down, you'll see, now I'm going to take it and put it on the scale, and we've got a little over a pound worth of cooked beef. All right. Now, on their can, they tell you that there's 14 servings, 2-ounce servings. Well, boys, that ain't this boy. But we did get about 6 servings out of that can. So it is economical in that point. And, you know, it's got the added bonus of being good for 5 years. Now, to compare apples to apples, well, I picked up some ground beef, a 73-27 mix, 27% fat. Got to have the fat, man. But I picked it up at Walmart, and this is what I paid for. There's a receipt. And I also, so I cooked it. I measured out, 28 ounces of it, so it'd be apples to apples. And I cooked it down, drained it out to see what we got. And you can see I almost had an ounce more on the canned ground beef than I did on the fresh I bought. Now, when we work that all up, we've got a savings there, a big time savings. Now, when you consider it here, and I pulled my notes out so I won't lie to you. The ground, 28 ounces at $6.28 is what the ground. It's cheaper than the other. That ends up being roughly 22.5 cents per ounce. When it's cooked, though, you've got just about a pound, so you're paying $6.28 a pound for cooked meat. So you got to remember that, cooked meat. Now I bought 36 ounces, and you saw the receipt there is $8.46. I broke it out per ounce. That's 23.5 cents an ounce for it. Ends up, when it's cooked, though, it's costing me $6.58 for the pound of meat. All right, so you're saving 30 cents on that per pound when you buy it in a can. It's more economical to buy the can than to buy the fresh right now. I didn't even look at the roast, and I'm going to tell you, the beef, the shredded beef, it's like a slow cook roast. It truly is. We've made some Italian beef sandwiches with it, threw some pepperoncinis in there, man, and buddy, I tell you what, a little basil and oregano and thyme, and man, you got you a sandwich right there, and it is good. It's like your mama's roast. Don't tell her, it may be better, but you're putting it up, and it's 5 years. Like I said, it's the Biden beef. It'll last through his administration. I don't even think he'll last through his administration, but this is a good way to not only take care of your family, not only put money back into your pocket, all right, but also be prepared for any emergency to come up, because this stuff's already cooked. Now, I'm going to be doing probably some pulled pork empanadas today with some canned pork, and I'm trying different recipes. Also, there's other recipes for Keystone on their site, some great recipes. But guys, if you made it this far, well, God bless you, and I'm glad you stayed with me. And again, if you've liked what you've seen, hit that bell, hit that thumbs up also, and show that you liked the video. Again, we're pro-God, we're pro-family, we are pro-life, we're pro-gun, we're pro-Second Amendment, pro these United States. And this is the platform we stand on. And we try to take care of our families, and we want to take care of you, and I want to help you where I can. And this one, if you don't pay attention to anything I'm saying in my videos, man, pay attention to this. Get some food insurance. Put some food back for you and your family. Take care of them. That way, also, you've got the food insurance. Here's the thing. Okay, say the beef prices go down. Okay, well, then you've still got some canned beef there. Say everything's rosy, and we don't have any problems, no emergencies going on, no hurricanes, no tornadoes, no blackouts, grid outs, no hacking, whatever it may be. Nothing going on. Well, you've still got food for 5 years there that you can fall back on. Maybe you lose a job. Well, you ain't got to worry about what you're going to eat. You don't have to worry about feeding your children. Guys, it is about taking care of our families and also to take care of others. There may be some widows. There may be some children that need food, and you can help out, man. You can give some of these cans away and help them out and get them started. And folks, I know I rambled there for a while, but it's so important. It's so important. It's like a savings account, man. Put it back. If you'd have done it a month ago, if I'd have put a video out and you'd have went out and bought it, you'd have had 15% on your money. That's a pretty good return. I mean, check Bitcoin lately, it's not a very good return. So again, I want the best for you. And as Peter said, at the gate called Beautiful, silver and gold have I none, but what I have I give to you. In the name of Jesus, rise up and walk. And I pray that you walk in Jesus. This is the Prepping Preacher. I'm Brother Tim. And I pray that God will richly bless you and that you'll continue to stand in that gap. This is the Prepping Preacher. Man, I'm out of here.